Imagine ruling an empire where betrayal is a daily occurrence. War never ceases, and death could come at any moment. The weight of the world on your shoulders, yet no room for weakness, no space for doubt. Most men would break under the pressure, but not Marcus Aurelius. He was not just a ruler, he was a philosopher, a man who sat on the throne of the most powerful empire in history, yet lived with the discipline of a soldier and the wisdom of a monk. While others crumbled under chaos, he remained unshaken. And his secret? A mindset so powerful that even today, over 1,800 years later, some of the most successful people in the world live by it. Elon Musk, Tom Brady, David Goggins, they have all adopted the same ancient philosophy that made Marcus Aurelius unbreakable: Stoicism. But what exactly is Stoicism? And how can you use it to become someone who remains calm under pressure, disciplined in chaos, and in control of your emotions no matter what life throws at you? This is the power of the Stoic mindset. Marcus Aurelius was not born into hardship. He was born into privilege, destined to become emperor. Yet he did not allow comfort to soften him. He trained himself every single day to think clearly, to act rationally, and to never let emotions cloud his judgment. His private journal, later known as Meditations, was never meant to be published. It was simply a collection of thoughts, a reminder to himself of how to live. And in those pages, he left behind some of the most profound lessons on strength, resilience, and wisdom that the world has ever seen. One of his greatest teachings was simple: you cannot control what happens to you. You can only control how you respond. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that. Every single day, people waste energy worrying about things they cannot change. The opinions of others, the past, the economy, the weather, none of it is within their control. And yet, they let these things dictate their emotions, their actions, and ultimately their lives. But the ones who succeed, the ones who truly master life, are those who shift their focus inward. They train their minds to let go of what they cannot change and take absolute command over what they can. Elon Musk has been ridiculed, attacked by the media, doubted by the world, yet he does not react emotionally. He does not complain. He simply continues to build. Tom Brady was overlooked, doubted, and told he wasn't good enough. Instead of letting that break him, he turned it into fuel. These men, whether they realize it or not, are practicing the same mental discipline that Marcus Aurelius lived by. But Stoicism is not just about controlling your emotions. It's about seeing obstacles as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing you think is holding you back might actually be the path forward. Most people fear challenges. They run from failure, from discomfort, from struggle. But a Stoic does the opposite. A Stoic welcomes adversity because he understands that hardship is the forge where strength is created. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he built, only to come back years later and change the world. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team, yet turned rejection into motivation, becoming the greatest basketball player of all time. Navy SEALs go through training so brutal that only a few survive. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand that true power is forged in struggle. Every single one of them embraced the very thing that stood in their way and used it to go further than anyone thought possible. But perhaps the most powerful Stoic lesson of all is this: Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of this every day, not out of fear, but as a way to live fully. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Most people live as if they have endless time. They waste it scrolling through distractions, caught up in petty arguments, delaying their dreams as if they will live forever. But a Stoic understands the truth. Time is slipping away, and every moment wasted is a moment never regained. This is why the greats move with urgency. Jeff Bezos built Amazon with the mindset that one day it would all end. The greatest among us do not fear death. They use it as fuel to live with purpose. So, what does this mean for you? It means that you must train your mind, master your emotions, stop wasting energy on things you cannot control, turn obstacles into fuel, and most importantly, remember that your time is limited. Do not waste it. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, Yet his greatest conquest was not land or power. It was himself. And if you can master your own mind as he did, you will become unstoppable.